After 5 years of marriage, my wife's childhood friend posted a property deed on his Facebook feeds. He captioned it, "Thanks to my boss lady for transferring the house to me." I stared in shock at the deed with my home address on it, and I commented with a simple question mark. My wife, Serafina Sarah Jade, immediately called to scold me. "He's a single dad, he's so pitiful. I only transferred the house to help his daughter with school later. It doesn't affect our living situation. How can you be so heartless?" Showing no sympathy at all. On the other end, I could hear the sad complaints from her childhood friend, Jasper Jazz Caldwell. Half an hour later, he posted again, tagging me. This time, he flaunted a brand new luxury Mercedes-Benz. Paid in full, as the saying goes, where a woman spends her money, that's where her heart is. I knew this was a gift from Sarah to placate him. But this time, I decided I was going to divorce her. When Sarah came home, I swallowed a capsule of medication with a slice of birthday cake. This was the medication I had to take after my gastric tumor removal. It was my birthday, and I had prepared a cake, waiting for Sarah to return home, wanting to tell her that I had undergone surgery while she was away on business. I waited until 7 p.m. She didn't answer my calls or reply to my messages. The moment I commented on Jazz's post about the property deed, Sarah called me back, launching into a tirade. I tried to explain, but she hung up and blocked me. I was so furious that my stitched-up wound felt like it was tearing open again. Sarah glanced at the medication and the cake on the dining table, frowning. "Whose birthday is it?" "Yours." I silently put the medication away and tossed the cake in the trash, calmly saying, "Not mine, it's for a friend." She sighed with relief. "I remember your birthday is on September 28th. Today is only the 8th. 5 years of marriage, and Sarah had always mixed up my birthday. Ironically, she seemed to remember someone else's birthday just fine." Sarah sat next to me and handed me a small toy car. "Jazz asked me to give you this. He was scared by your sarcasm today, and you need to apologize to him." The toy car had a Mercedes-Benz logo on it. It was probably a promotional item from the car purchase, with a noticeable grease stain on it. I replied flatly, "I don't want it." Sarah frowned, displeased. "What are you being so proud about? He was scared and came to make amends, and you can't even apologize to him." Seeing that I wasn't budging, Sarah tried to pull me up to call Jazz. She yanked me up with such force that my injured leg bumped against the cold coffee table. That was the same leg Sarah had burned a week ago. She had been walking out of the kitchen with a pot of scalding porridge, distractedly replying to Jazz's messages, and had accidentally spilled it all over my right foot, burning the skin badly. Seeing blood seeping from my right foot again, Sarah panicked. "I'll take you to the hospital." I didn't refuse. "Okay." As soon as I got into the car, the Bluetooth speaker came to life with Jazz's soft, playful voice. "Welcome back, my boss lady. Work hard to earn more money for me to spend." Sarah's expression shifted slightly. "Jazz left that in my car last time. I threw it out." "No need," I replied indifferently. The car quickly fell into silence. Sarah looked at me, surprised. "Aren't you angry?" I pursed my lips. I used to care about Jazz a lot. Now, I didn't even care about Sarah. How could I care about her little puppy? "Just drive, it's getting late." We only needed to make a U-turn and drive a mile straight to the hospital, but Sarah's phone rang. When she answered, a smile appeared on her face. I recognized Jazz's voice as he sweet-talked her into taking him for a ride in the new Mercedes. "There's a little urgency with Jazz. I'll drop you off here. Just cross the street. It's only 50 meters. Sarah didn't even want to turn around. She couldn't wait to see Jazz. I glared at her coldly. "I can't walk." Sarah's expression turned cold. "Can't you be less dramatic? You're hurt, not disabled." She opened the passenger door and forcefully dragged me out of the car, telling me to call her when I had my medicine sorted. The car sped away, splashing dirty water all over my injured foot. The sky started to drizzle lightly, leaving me soaked and looking a mess. 50 meters felt like a marathon. After just a few steps, I was drenched in cold sweat. The wetness aggravated the pain from my freshly stitched abdomen, and my leg buckled as I collapsed onto the crosswalk. Numerous cars sped by, and if it weren't for the kind security guard at the hospital helping me up, I might have been hit by one. Finally back from the hospital, I lay down, and Sarah stormed in. "Didn't I say to call me when you had your medicine sorted? I waited for you at the hospital entrance for a whole hour, and your phone was off the entire time." I stared at her blankly. I had been on and for 2 hours in the hospital, and when I came out, I didn't see Sarah's car. I was feeling miserable and had no choice but to take a taxi home. My phone had only just died 2 minutes ago. In short, she hadn't come to pick me up at all. When did Sarah, who used to care for me meticulously, start to become distant and cold? "You blocked me. I couldn't call you." Sarah paused, her anger slightly fading. "I knew you'd be hungry, so I brought you some late-night snacks, skinny rice porridge." I looked at the bowl of porridge. It was just sprinkled with some scallions, hardly any rice or meat, more like leftovers from someone else's meal. Half an hour ago, I had seen Jazz's post. The picture showed Sarah cooking porridge in the kitchen. Who says there are no good women in the world? Not only did she take me for a midnight ride in her Mercedes, but when I was hungry, she also cooked me porridge. "It smells amazing." I stirred it self-deprecatingly, feeling a wave of nausea. "Throw it away. I don't want it." Sarah's expression darkened instantly as she glared at me coldly. "What's wrong with you? I brought this especially for you, and you just want to throw it away. Am I wrong for being upset that I just transferred the house to Jazz today? It doesn't mean you can't live there. His child has a place to go to school now, and all I got was a thank you post on Facebook. You went and left your sarcastic comments. Did I hold that against you?"
Now you can watch the second part by pressing share and more.